Hello guys, welcome to another vid. So today we will be talking, I just want to tell you guys that there is going to be a project that I will introduce in 2 weeks. No, it is not the Ninja Legends pack if you were thinking of that, because I already planned that on Friday. So Wednesday I'm just going to probably show you a sneak peek on what I am going to be working on. And once it is ready, I'll make sure it's ready before 2 weeks or it'll probably take 2 or more weeks for me to finish this, which we will talk about together. I will not make a live stream of this, but this will be actually kind of interesting and probably kind of heartwarming. No idea. But, you know. So So all I just want you to do, guys, is just to have patience. Is to have patience. Think before you do, which is what I usually do sometimes due to reasons. Don't ask. And always, and since we're in, and it will be, and for the sneak peek, I will be talking about something that may be happening in quarantine, and I will be showing you a sneak peek very soon in this vid. So for the sneak peek, we'll be talking about the various events that's been happening during this quarantine, about all the sad things that have happened that you can name of. We'll be talking about all of that, and I've already got a few of my research on it. So we'll be ready. For that. Now here's a sneak peek of what I will be working on. Oh, okay, so guys, for this quarantine event, so the project that I am working on will be about quarantine events that has been happening and what has been going on. And right now, it has been happening ever since the beginning of 2020, and we don't know when it's going to end yet. So still, when I get the full day, I'll put it here. And also, I didn't get a head start on it yet, but I will be able to write some facts in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, all of this will be ready, and when it is, we will talk about it as a full family and why it's important to do these things to be safe. You probably know why, but the only reason why I'm going to try to explain this is because that there are so many people, and when I say people, I mean adults, old people, kids. Most of them are not even wearing masks. They think they're just not going to get COVID, but they are. They're increasing their risk over and over and over again, especially those rude teenagers that we always know and experience. Most of them always break our hearts. So, and in this quarantine events that we will talk about in 2 weeks, once it's ready or not, we will be able to talk about how important it is. So I'll be barely making any video. I may barely make any videos because of this, but it'll be okay, because this is a very hard project to make. Well, for me, it's actually not that hard, So that was a little bit of a sneak peek of what will be happening in 2 weeks or not. I don't know. It counts on time. And now that we know this, we'll probably be able to be ready on. We'll be ready. I'll be trying to help for more things, I just want people to be safe, nice. The only thing I want people to be is nice and not rude. But it just sometimes breaks my heart to see that people are just acting their own way, cursing, doing drugs, mostly due to depression. Don't do drugs, kids. And other stuff. Sometimes like, obviously, I feel like miscarriages are mostly the reason why they do that depression comes from, and sometimes usually leads to, actually, we're not going to talk about that yet. That is not something that usually happens in quarantine events that happened in the past. But we will, and also in the quarantine events, we will talk about people's attitudes about them, because it is obviously like interesting about how people usually just go and do whatever they want. Like, it's not fair if other people can't because they're listening to quarantine, which is the reason why those ruthless people need to stick in their line and do their part to keep everyone safe. But most of them aren't. And soon the entire world will be filled with COVID. Right now, lots of people are getting COVID because of this. And right now, if I'm correct, there's probably over 22 million people who already have COVID, or maybe behind 22 million, maybe around 21 to 22 million people have COVID, and most of them, and a few of them died or survived, which is something we should be worried about because we don't want to end up like the dead ones. Because usually when death comes around, I'll be ready. So that's all for today. If you like this, actually I shouldn't say like or subscribe, because write in the comments if you're excited about my project being about hearing what about this project. I hope it encourages you to do the right thing, and to and to not like end up like all those other people who thought they couldn't get COVID. I just hope that all of you are okay during this COVID. So thanks for watching. I will see you next time on Friday's video.